Hi everyone, it is Sandra from Gracious Goodness Essentials. How are you? I'm just wanting to stop in this morning to have a quick chat about how we can get essential oils to absorb really well into our skin. So we know that some essential oils are okay to use neat, but we always recommend using a carrier to minimize the risk of any skin sensitivities. But there is an additional bonus to using a carrier oil because the bigger the surface area that you can disperse your essential oil onto, the better chance it is of it's going to be absorbed. All right, so rather than putting it on a small little location on your back, say if you've got a sore muscle, you use a carrier and you can spread it nicely across the whole of your back, then it's going to get absorbed really well. And it doesn't change the efficacy of the essential oil. So 1 drop is still 1 drop and 2 drops is still 2 drops. It's still going to be as potent with a carrier as it will be without. But the other thing that a carrier oil does is it actually helps to slow down the rate of evaporation of the essential oil, which is great because it means that it's actually next to the skin for longer. So you've got a better chance of it getting absorbed. The other thing that you can do is by heating up the skin, you improve circulation. So I've got a hot pack here. If we use that sore back as an example, you pop some essential oil with a carrier around your sore back and then you go and put a nice hot pack on there. The skin warms up, your blood vessels dilate, which means that there is more blood at the surface of the skin. When there's more blood at the surface of the skin, it means more essential oil can be absorbed into your bloodstream, which is kind of where we want it to work. We want it to work in the tissues and in the bloodstream, don't we? So that's a really good way of doing it. The other thing you could do is you could actually use a cream or a lotion. So you could put your essential oil with a carrier onto your skin and then cover it with a heavier cream or a lotion, rather like a pawpaw or something like that. Something that actually creates a bit of a second barrier, okay, or a barrier against your skin, because what that does is it holds the essential oil close to your skin and stops it evaporating. Very effective. The other thing that you could do, if you're talking about a small area, is you could use a bio-occlusive dressing. So something like a Tegaderm or an Opsite. If I just show you what I'm actually talking about. So these bio-occlusive dressings are just like a second skin. So just like you can use cream, like a heavier cream to actually trap the essential oil next to your skin, you can also use a little second skin dressing, a bio-occlusive dressing. It will do the same type of thing. In fact, it's impossible for an essential oil to evaporate when it's being trapped by something plastic stuck over the top of it, which means it has to absorb into your skin. How else can we do it? We could use compresses. So a little bit of essential oil into a sink of water, dunk a cloth in there. You could use it hot or you could use it cold. Really works really well because we know that water and oils don't mix, yeah? But when you put your cold compress, which has got some essential oil on there, so it's got essential oil and water, and you put it next to your skin. Our skin is oily, so the essential oil and our skin oils, they kind of attract each other. So now we've got essential oils next to your skin, and the water repels the oil, which drives it further into our skin. Awesome. So cold compresses can be really good when perhaps like you're feeling hot and you're just wanting to kind of cool down. A little bit of pepper, like a couple of drops of peppermint, a little sink of water with a nice cool flannel. You can kind of run that across your face, across your back, and that would work really well. Perhaps you've got a nasty graze, you've come off your bike or something like that, and you're looking at some nice healing essential oil, something to support your immune system. Or you could pop that in a little sink of water, a couple of drops of the oil that you're after, and a nice compress, and you could wash the area down and things like that. Or you could even just hold the compress over the area that you're trying to affect, and the oils will be kind of pushed further into your skin by the water. Very, very clever. So if you think about it, increase body surface area. So the area that you actually apply your oil, the bigger the area, the better it should absorb. The warmer the skin is by using a hot pack, you're going to cause vasodilation and increase circulation, so your oils will be absorbed better. You can create a barrier using a heavy cream or a lotion. You could create a physical barrier by using a bio-occlusive dressing, and you can also use the great old cold compress or warm compress method as well, just with water and oil. So there you go, some really nifty ways of maximising your essential oil absorption through the skin. Bye!